Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to take one more look at Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in Forgotten Realms in the set booster box form. So this particular box, it's a little hard to read it, but there's the case number. And there's the exact same case. This is what we opened up on Monday, where we picked up that old Gnawbone in the foil borderless, the #1 card that we could hope to receive. So because this box comes from the exact same case, I think there's exactly a 0% chance that we're going to see that card again. But that's okay. There's still plenty of value in this set, and I'm hoping that we can see some of it today. So hopefully we get to see a little bit of variety. We will be doing a little bit of a comparison of this box to the previous box when we get to the MTG Box Analysis, so stay tuned for that at the end of the video. We'll roll up our sleeves and we'll jump into these 30 set boosters, not play boosters. All right, so we kick this one off with a non-signed art card, followed by an island. Then we're going to see ourselves a Jin Windseer, followed by a Soul Knife Spy, Scion of Stigna, Arcane Investigator, a Fly, with an Eccentric Apprentice. You find some prisoners. Then we're going to see a Delver's Torch with a Lutrigard Ranger, and then we're going to see a Rogue class coming in as our first rare with a Dwarfhold Champion in foil, and a Lost Mine in the back with a Skeleton on the other side. All right, so Rogue class is a pretty decent rare, so we'll take it. Got ourselves one more non-signed art card, followed by a foil mountain. Then we're going to see Loathsome Troll, and we get Contact Other Plane, Spike Pit Trap, Faradi's Fireball, Reclusive Painter, Displacer Beast, Blink Dog, followed by Jaded Sellsword, and then we're going to see the dungeon map with Zariel, Archduke of Avernus, coming in as our first mythic. Very cool to see that. Is valued over $2 or $3. Then we're going to Reaper's Talisman in foil and a treasure token in the back. All right, moving into our next pack here. Got ourselves another non-signed art card with a mountain. And then we're going to see ourselves an Evolving Wilds in the Dungeon Module Showcase treatment with a Jin Windseer, Pixie Guide, Contact the Other Plane, the Ruin Seeker. Then we're going to see the Grim Wanderer, followed by You Meet in a Tavern. Then a Valor Stinger with Hive of the Eye Tyrant coming in as our rare, decent land hit there, followed by a Ranger class. Very nice. Then we're going to see a Jin Windseer in foil and a Fairy Dragon in the back. All right, we might have our first list card here. We're going to pick up ourselves a Plains with a Celestial Unicorn, Swarming Goblins, Brazen Dwarf. Then we're going to see an Earth Cult Elemental, a Wild Shape, followed by a Druid class, uncommon, valued over $1. Then we're going to see ourselves a Gretchen Titchwillow, followed by a Black Dragon. Then we get ourselves a Fly. And our first rare is going to be Yuan Tai Malison coming in from the main set. And behind that, we're going to see Tasha's Hideous Laughter coming in. Very cool to see that. This rare does hold some value for sure, especially in foil. And we're going to see ourselves a Fractured Power Stone coming in off of the list. Not a high value hit from the list. All right, moving into our next pack. One more non-signed art card with Forest, Iron Golem, Spike Pit Trap. Then we're going to see Faradi's Fireball, Swarming Goblins. Then we're going to see a Prosperous Innkeeper with a Skullport Merchant, the Reclusive Painter, a Hired Hexblade with a Shortcut Seeker, and a Werewolf Pack Leader coming in. Very cool. Then we're going to see a Fate's Reversal in foil with a Goblin in the back. Oh, another list card. All right, there's the Adult Gold Dragon, followed by a Swamp. Then we're going to see a Baleful Beholder, Hoarding Ogre, Spoils of the Hunt, and a Lutrigard Ranger, Sudden Insight, with a Wizard class, valued over $1. Then we're going to see ourselves a Magic Missile, followed by a Devourer Intellect, Blink Dog, and we're going to see a Skeletal Swarming coming in as our rare, followed by a Power of Persuasion in foil, and we're going to see Tech coming in off of the list as our rare. Very cool to see a rare list hit. All right, just clean up my piles just a smidge. Just stack all those together, make some room. Make sure every card is heavily played. There we go. All right, next pack in. You'll see a mini game in the back of this with a non-signed art card up front and islands. Then we get the Moon Dancer, followed by the Brazen Dwarf, Earth Cult Elemental with a Hoarding Ogre, Displacer Beast, Blink Dog, Wild Shape, a Priest of Ancient Lore, the Gretchen again, followed by the Mind Flayer coming in as our rare with an Earth Cult Elemental in foil, and there's the mini game. All right, we do have our first signed art card here, so I do want to feature the artist because, after all, it is them who bring our games to life. So if I can get it separated. This is just going to be a mountain, but it is by Adam Paquette. So thank you very much, Adam, for actually signing the card or lending your signature to WotC to print on the card, as opposed to just the Wizards logo. So we got ourselves a mountain, Clattering Skeletons, Ranger's Longbow, a Plummet. Then we're going to see the Pegasus, followed by an Iron Golem, Chaos Channeler. Then we get ourselves Burning Hands with the Lurking Roper. Then we're going to see Hall of Storm Giants coming in as our first rare. Very cool. And behind that, we're going to see the Demi-Lich coming in as a mythic. Very nice to see that. Unfortunately, not a high-value mythic. Then we're going to see a Devoted Paladin in foil with Tomb of Annihilation and the Atropal. All right, so we've got 2 list cards, 2 common uncommons valued over $1, and 2 mythics, and 1 signed art card. Got the Rime Shield Frost Giant, followed by Spoils of the Hunt, the Ranger, Ranger's Longbow, Druid class, hooray. Then we get Gretchen again. Those 2 always seem to be together. We get ourselves Sudden Insight, Critical Hit, followed by a Red Dragon, and then we're going to see ourselves the Bard class, followed by a Dueling Rapier and Gatekeeper of Malakir coming in off of the list. Very nice. Just an uncommon, though. All right, final pack in stack 1 is the Lurking Roper in non-signed with the Basilisk. Then we're going to see Eyes of the Beholder, the Baleful Beholder. You Come to a River, Loathsome Troll, the Demon Fang Knoll. Then we're going to see Ray of Frost with a Dragon's Fire. And we're going to see a Silver Raven, followed by Den of the Bugbear, the most valuable land in the set. Hooray. Magic Missile in foil, and a non-token token in the back. All right, another non-signed art card with the Mountain, the Dire Wolf Prowler, Sylvan Shepherd. Then we get ourselves the Inspiring Bard, Vampire Spawn. Then we're going to see a Goblin Morningstar, Battlecry Goblin. So you see a pair of goblins, a Knoll Hunter, Goblin Javelineer. And we're going to see our first rare is a Vorpal Sword, and in foil, we're going to see a Triumphant Adventurer coming in with a treasure token. I'm going to try and speed things up so we don't make this a super long video, because I know most of you probably watched Monday's box opening and already know the name of all the cards. There's our first Borderless Dragon. We got ourselves the White Dragon, followed by the Hobgoblin Captain, the Dueling Rapier. Then we're going to see Boots of Speed, Dragon's Disciple, the White Dragon again, the Black Dragon, the Tiger Tribe Hunter. Then we're going to see a Dungeon Crawler with Delana Wild Mage coming in as our rare. Very good hit for us, valued over $8. Then we're going to ourselves a Clattering Skeletons and a Zombie in the back. Very nice to see a couple of the rares with some value. The most valuable card, obviously, that we could go after is Old Gnawbone. We would also take a Tiamat in Borderless if we could find that. That's valued over $10. Everything else that we can pull is valued under $10 unless it comes off of the list. So we've got ourselves a Bulette with your Ambushed on the Road, a Valor Stinger, Goblin Javelineer, the Intrepid Outlander, with You Happen on a Glade. Then we're going to see a Wandering Troubadour, followed by a Shambling Ghast, Arcane Investigator. Then we're going to see an Orb of Dragonkind with a Dungeon Descent coming in the foil showcase frame. Very cool. Take that for sure. And then we're going to see Mordecane coming in as our token. So I do like those frames. I don't know why. I mean, they're just a color and then the artwork kind of floating on top, but they look really cool. and the center part appears to be foil as well as that. I think the whole card's foil, but there just isn't enough to be shiny. All right, so we're then going to see the Evolving Wilds, followed by an Armory Veteran. Then we're going to see a Great Axe with a leather armor. Choose your weapon. Bruno Battlehammer with a plate armor. Then we're going to see a Grim Bounty with a Flump coming in. With Ice and Death Frost Tyrant coming in right behind that. So a mythic. So double rare pack there. I'll take it. Then we're going to see an Arcane Investigator in foil and a Skeleton in the back. So we've only got 3 mythics. They're not great mythics. So far, box 1 is definitely beating it. In fact, Gnawbone may be beating everything we've pulled so far. So we got ourselves the Knoll Hunter, the Hobgoblin Captain with the Dueling Rapier, Boots of Speed, Green Dragon, Temple of the Dragon Queen. Then we've got a Dragon's Disciple, Arborea Pegasus, Eccentric Apprentice with the Black Staff of Waterdeep. And then we're going to see the Demigorgon's Clutches and foil with an Aura Shards coming in off of the list. Very nice to see that. Very playable card. All right, another non-signed art card with the Mountain. Then we're going to see Death's Whisper in Showcase, Dwarfhold Champion, followed by a +2 Mace. Then we're going to see the Paladin Shield, Ingenious Smith, a Rust Monster, Bag of Holding with You Come to a River. And then we've got You Hear Something on Your Watch with the Adult Gold Dragon coming in as our main set rare with an Arborea Pegasus and non-token token in the back. Make sure you do come back on Friday. I will be opening up the collector booster box and running the full MTG box analysis on that. So we got ourselves a Clattering Skeletons with an Armory Veteran, Great Axe. Then we've got the Leather Armor, followed by a White Dragon, a Black Dragon. Again, they were back-to-back last time. Choose Your Weapon, Neverwinter Dryad. Then we're going to see an Ingenious Smith with a Frogmoth coming in as our main set rare with the Fireball in foil and a Spider token. All right. Let's see the value. Foil Island, Lurking Roper. Then we've got ourselves a Devoted Paladin, Steadfast Paladin, Potion of Healing. Then we're going to see a Portable Hole. This used to be valued over $1. Check for Traps, Boulder's Gate. Then we're going to see You Find a Cursed Idol with You Come to a Knoll Camp. And then we're going to see Zorn. Very decent rare for us, also valued over $8. Very cool. Then we get a Displacer Beast with a mini game in the back. All right, one more non-signed art card with a Pixie Guide. Dwarven Champion, +2 Mace, Paladin Shield. Then we're going to see the Bruno Battlehammer, Plate Armor, with Ingenious Smith, Dueling Rapier, and we're going to see ourselves a Dragon Turtle coming in as our rare, with a backup rare, Imarith Desert's Doom coming in, another mythic for us. Unfortunately, just valued at $1. Then we're going to see Contact the Other Plane and Dungeon of the Mad Mage with a Goblin. Wow, so we're at 4 mythics, but none of the big ones. Give me a Lolith. All right, so we got the Unicorn, followed by the Unicorn. Now we're going to see Priest of Ancient Lore, Dawnbringer Cleric, Split the Party. Then we're going to see a Keen-Eared Sentry with a Guild Thief. Then we got a Wandering Troubadour with Temple of the Dragon Queen. And we're going to see Orcus, Prince of Undeath, coming in as our rare with You Come to a Knoll Camp in foil and a little spider in the back. That takes us to stack number 3. One more non-signed art card with a Swamp. Then we get the Manticore, followed by a Plummet, an Arborea Pegasus, Eyes of the Beholder, the Wizard's Class, valued over $1. Then we're going to see Magic Missile, Iron Golem, Great Axe, Warlock Class, And our rare is going to be Circle of Dreams Druid. This is valued just over $5 as a rare. Awesome to see that. And we picked up the art card in the same pack. Then we get a Clever Conjurer and a Wolf token. So we're still only at 4 list hits. Supposed to get 25% of the packs is supposed to contain them, which means that you should see 7.5. Of course, you can't see a half a card in these boxes. So we got ourselves a Swamp, followed by the Blue Dragon in Borderless. Then we're going to see ourselves in Evolving Wilds with a Dire Wolf Prowler. You hear something on your watch? Red Dragon, Dungeon Map, Purple Worm, Potion of Healing, Power of Persuasion, and we're going to see an Orca Jelly coming in the showcase treatment with Eyes of the Beholder, and just a zombie in the back. All right, yeah, so we need a few more rares, we need a few more list cards, and we probably need one more signed art card. And then this box will be complete. All right, so we got the Pegasus, the Beholder, Come to a River, Evolving Wilds, Chaos Channeler, the Burning Hands, Loathsome Troll, Dire Wolf Prowler, followed by Swarming Goblins, and we're going to see ourselves a Treasure Chest as our only rare with a Bag of Holdings and a treasure in the back. All right, that's how many packs we have left. This is pack number 23. So there's Minsk and Boo in their original form. And then we're going to see ourselves an island with Blink Dog, Plundering Barbarian, followed by a Silver Raven. You find a Cursed Idol. Then we got ourselves the Blue Dragon, the Hunter's Mark, a Tiger Tribe Hunter, a Plummet, and we're going to see ourselves a Dancing Sword coming in as our rare with a Meteor Swarm coming in as a backup rare. Then we got a Dire Wolf Prowler and just the mini game in the back. I still don't think we've seen any quad rare packs in this in these 2 boxes. Very cool. Non-signed Swamp, Gretchen with the Dire Wolf Prowler. You hear something on your watch? Circle of the Moon Druid, Demon Fang, Ray of Frost, Red Dragon, Precipitous Drop. We're going to see maybe 2 rares, an Owlbear. We're going to see Varus, a Silvery Moon Ranger coming in as our rare. Oh, only 1 rare. Then we get a Dragon's Fire with Dungeon of the Mad Mage and a Goblin. All right, so maybe we'll have to rely on box 1 to carry box 2. All right, another non-signed art card with Forests and the Dryad. Half-Elf Monk, the Knoll Hunter. You come to a Knoll Camp. The Hulking Bugbear, Goblin Morningstar. Then we're going to see the Battlecry Goblin and Unexpected Windfall, valued just over $1. And behind that, we're going to see ourselves the Evolving Wilds with a Triumphant Adventurer, this time in non-foil. And then we're going to see ourselves a Cloister Gargoyle with a Noxious Ghoul coming in off of the list, just an uncommon. And now a heavily played uncommon. All right, 4 packs to go. Come on, value. Got the Mimic, the Plundering Barbarian, Silver Raven. You find a Cursed Idol, Dungeon Map, Purple Worm, Blue Dragon, Secret Door, Moonblessed Cleric, and we're going to see a Teleportation Circle coming in as our main set rare with a Deadly Dispute, this common, valued over $1 in non-foil, so should be in foil. And we get ourselves an Angel in the back. All right, so we're definitely hitting our common uncommon value. We're missing on our mythic value. I still think we got 1 more list card to go and probably 1 more signed art card. Not that the art cards are really that valuable, but I figured they were something low value that I could collect without really feeling it, so I collect them. Plus, I think they look cool. All right. So we got ourselves a Plains, followed by the Owlbear, Sylvan Shepherd, Inspiring Bard, Vampire Spawn, and we've got, you see a pair of Goblins with the Intrepid Outlander. You happen on a Glade, Barrowin of Clad Undur with a Monk class, And we're going to see a Tiamat. So finally we get a really good mythic. Very cool to see this. Tiamat is valued over $8, so our most valuable mythic thus far. And then we're going to see a Bull of Strength with Lost Mine and a Skeleton. All right, just 2 packs to go. But before I make a mess, I'm just going to move that over there. Really sucks when you knock over, 300 common uncommons and you got to pick them all up. All right, non-signed art card, Foil Forest, Displacer Beast in the showcase, Half Elf Monk, Knoll Hunter. You come to a Knoll Camp, Hunter's Mark, Tiger Tribe, Hulking Bugbear. Then we're going to see a Gloomstalker, Prosperous Innkeeper, followed by a Gelatinous Cube, and the Lurking Roper coming in foil with Tomb of Annihilation and the Atropol. All right, last set booster, and then we'll jump into the MTG box analysis and compare how this box performed to the other. We do have a list card in the back, so maybe we'll get a Hail Mary. So there's Gelatinous Cube in the non-signed art forms, just 1 for the box. You'll get the Forest with the Goblin Javelineer, followed by your Ambushed on the Road, Valor Singer, Goblin Javelineer, Wandering Troubadour, Green Dragon, and then we're going to see the Temple of Dragon Queen, Thieves' Tools, and we're going to see a Mythic in the back. It's a Mythic Green. Is this Gnawbone? It is Gnawbone. Awesome to see that. Fantastic. All right, this saved the box. So Gnawbone valued over $30. We saw the borderless foil version in our first box. I think in pack number 2, so it's really cool to see this one in the very last pack. Awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, no. No way. Oh my God. Look at that. A double Gnawbone pack. Now the second one is not foil, but that's okay. Wow. This is like a $70 pack right here. That is awesome. Oh my God. Then we get a little Boots of Speed. And off of the list, we're going to see the Amoeboid Changeling, the 0 value card. That is how you end a box. Fantastic. All right, well, let me get everything sorted, organized, and I'll be right back with the MTG box analysis. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.